Oh, champ. We gonna make this one quick, man. 50 Cent is wildin', bro. Wildin', I tell you. Where does he get all of this content from? Apparently, he got a clip of Marlon Wayans with Omar Epps talking about a situation where Tupac's lower extremities was close to Omar's mouth. This is crazy, bro. Run up these likes. This is a wild end of the week. 50 Cent got a clip of Omar Epps and Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans talking about he witnessed Tupac nearly put his lower extremities in Omar Epps' mouth, gang. Word to my mother. We're gonna run this clip. I'm not even joking. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. 50 Cent has 100-round drum, champs. Let's take a look. This is nasty. Let's go.
Really sweet memories. All my memories is like, I remember when you fell asleep and Omar sleep with his eyes open like this.
Yeah.
And me, him, and Tupac Shakur was hanging out because y'all did Juice together.
Oh my goodness.
And Omar sleeping
really
like this.
This up?
And what people don't know about Pac is like he was a funny dude.
He was a funny
Omar
dude.
sleeping like this, and Pac went and took his balls and put them out and put them right near Omar's mouth, so it looked like Omar was like there. Yo, I remember one time.
He said this. So you watch Tupac pull out his lower extremities. You watch Tupac, and if he took out his lower extremities, that means you seen Tupac's friend, correct? So you seen Tupac's friend. You also seen Tupac's marbles nearly meet Omar Epps' mouth, right? Listen, champ. I'm no mook expert, but I'm gonna tell you right now. If you seen Tupac's Frank and seen Tupac's marbles nearly meet Omar Epps' mouth and you laughed at it and you watched him do it, you're pretty mook to me. I ain't gonna lie. You're pretty mook to me. I'm just gonna keep it honest, gang. This is nasty work. What in the world is going on, champ? Oh, champ. We gonna run this clip back. But this is getting way out of hand, man. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to run this clip back to everybody that joined. Make sure you smash it on the like. This is crazy, bro.
Did you do that? I don't know. Because you're talking about all these sad memories. My love, passion, and, I remember the baby's born and the umbilical cord and the shape of it. Oh, nigga, where's the jokes? Come on now. We had some good times.
I was mad at Pac for that, though. I was super mad. Like, yo, son, you really gonna do that?
Yeah, but you always get mad. You ain't gotta. You gotta work.
You gonna run this clip back. We gonna see what Omar was mad at. Watch this, champ. Smash the like. One more time. Let's go. One more time.
Really sweet memories. All my memories is like, I remember when you fell asleep and Omar sleep with his eyes open like this.
Yeah.
And me, him, and Tupac Shakur was hanging out because y'all did Juice together.
Oh my goodness.
And Omar sleeping
really
like this.
This up?
And what people don't know about Pac is like he was a funny dude.
He was a funny
Omar
dude.
sleeping like that, and Pac went and took his balls and put them out and put them right near Omar's mouth, so it looked like Omar was like there.
Yeah, champ. Yeah, you heard correct. You heard correct. They said Pac was a part of the Mook team. Now he's saying this. You can't get mad at me for this, by the way. But this is crazy. What are we doing? What are we doing? And you watch Pac pull his Frank out. Pac pulled out his Frank. Pulled out his marbles attached to his Frank and nearly put it in goddamn Omar Epps' mouth is insane. Uncle Dutch says Pac would have been gone before he left. All champ. Yo, listen. Only on the man's platform will you see this heinous activity, and it's been a very mook week. The week has been mook. Why did Tupac try to put his marbles in goddamn Omar Epps' mouth? What's going on here, champ? This is brutal. This is nasty. 50 Cent got all the files. I better leave Fifth alone at this point. Fifth got everything, champ. We gonna run it back one more time, but Fifth got everything. This is absolutely insane. Oh, champ. Y'all gotta leave us New Yorkers alone. It's a dangerous game you playing with us. I ain't gonna lie. Very evil games. I'm gonna run this back though. Hold on, game. We gonna run it back. What you say, champ? Huh?
These sweet memories. All my memories is like, I don't know, when you fell asleep and Omar sleep with his eyes open like this.
Yeah.
And me, him, and Tupac Shakur was hanging out because y'all did Juice together.
Oh my goodness.
And Omar sleeping
you really
like
bring
this.
this up?
And what people don't know about Pac is like he was a funny dude.
He was a funny
Omar
dude.
sleeping like that, and Pac went and took his balls and put them out and put them right near Omar's mouth, so it looked like Omar's like that. Yo, I remember one time.
Why did you just do that?
I don't know. Because you're talking about all these sad memories. My love, passionate. You know, I remember the baby's born and the umbilical cord and the shape of it. Yeah, that's nigga, where's the jokes? Come on now. We had some good times.
I was mad at Pac for that though.
I bet you was
super mad. Like, yo,
I bet you was mad at Pac, huh, champ? You was supposed to. If Pac did these things, let me say you should have blicked. Pac should have got blicked. There's no way this happened and Pac made it to see another day. Let me just say that. If Tupac indeed did these things, all right, if Tupac indeed put his lower extremities near your mouth while you were asleep, champ, just say, I feel like 50 Cent knows things that we don't know. That's very nasty, and I think he got the file. Uncle Dust says Marlon would have been slapped backstage. Oh, champ, bro, this is crazy. Pac was known to do the Humpty Hump. That is also true. Digital Underground, yes, champ. You heard? This is out of pocket. You heard? Out of pocket. Oh man. Jay Ray says, now we know how Omar got the juice is absolutely heinous. Monique is defending. Tupac says, look, like I said, people would say anything when a person is gone from his work. Well, I'm gonna say this. Tupac was also in a mook club, according to Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah said distinctly that Pac was in a mook club. All right, now I'm not here to slander Tupac, but I'm just here to speak what other people said. Queen Latifah verbatim said Pac was in a mook club. Comfortably. They showed him love in there. Facts. That's what Queen Latifah also a liar? I don't know. There's also some very questionable pics of Tupac Shakur. Now, I'm not saying Tupac is mook, but if Tupac indeed put his entire Frank out and put his marbles near Omar's mouth, then in my personal opinion, he has to be mook. Okay? He must be mook. If Marlon is making this up, Marlon's a weirdo. 88 King 88 says Marlon about to go ham because 50 talking about his friend. Is he? Will he win? Because I don't think there's any winning here. What can Marlon do to destroy 50 Cent is my question. I don't think he has any ammo, champ. It's not looking good. There's been a lot of mayhem within the last couple of days. All right. Boy, oh boy. I really hope Pac didn't do exactly what Marlon said he did, though. I swear, I don't got the proof. I wasn't there. Don't want to be there. You did? They said he was in a moot club out in the West, too. Well, that's the exact club I'm talking about. Because I think that's where it happened at. You dig? Monique said he has a daughter turned to a cyborg. He's suspect. Well, we know. I know Marlon is suspect. You ain't got to tell me. Marlon and Sean Wayans is both suspect. Yo, listen, I already know. Anybody who watched Tupac take his Frank out is moved. I don't care. If you watched and laughed at Tupac taking his Frank out allegedly and putting it nearly in Omar Epps' mouth, you're moved too. Omar Epps, you're wilding for not wilding over Tupac allegedly putting Frank and beans in your mouth, gang. Word of my mother. J Ray says them Diddy Pac rumors sound a little more likely. I don't know, champ. I hope not. I hope that's not true either. Listen, I wasn't there. I don't know, gang. But this is getting way out of pocket. Shall I run this back more, champ? Shall we run this back one more time? Apparently, I need to run it back. You dig? Smash up on that like, man. This is disgusting. I ain't gonna lie, man. Salute to the chat. If you ain't smashed it, like, make sure you do. We're gonna run it back once more. Let's do it.
Well, son, you really gonna do that?
Yeah, but you always get mad. You ain't gotta. You gotta work. Really sweet memories. All my memories is like I remember when you fell asleep and Omar sleep with his eyes open like this.
Yeah.
And me, him, and Tupac Shakur was hanging out because y'all did Juice together.
Oh my goodness.
And Omar sleeping
you really
like
bring
this.
this up?
And what people don't know about Pac is like he was a funny dude.
He was a funny
Omar
dude.
sleeping like that, and Pac went and took his balls and put them out and put them right near Omar's mouth, so it looked like Omar's like that.
Disgusting. Atrocious. If this is a fact, this is nasty. Payroll says, bro, did you know that they're from New York City as well? Marlon Wayans is from New York. Champ, why are you telling me this like I don't know? You think I don't know? Omar Epps is also from New York. By the way, did you know that, champ? All of them is from New York. Pac was born in the Bronx. I already know these things. You don't gotta tell me. You know who you talking to, champ. You talking to the mayor, champ. I know who's from the town and who not from the town. You ain't gotta tell me that. Niggas be trying to educate the mayor like the mayor don't know. Champ, I know. You heard? Southern Thought Form says it's a difference in being funny to a potential victim. Listen, Tupac doing that to Omar Epps basically makes Omar Epps almost a victim, damn near. Omar Epps might as well be a victim. You heard? I think the chat also knows that the Wayans is from New York and so is Omar Epps and Tupac. They know, champ. J Ray says, Omar said I was mad at Pac for that. That ish happened. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That definitely. So Pac almost victimized Omar Epps, correct? If we being real here, that basically means that Pac basically damn near victimized Omar Epps. People not gonna like this, man. A lot of people who's Tupac fans gonna try to act like this ain't facts. I don't know if it's facts, but they acting like it's facts. So is it factual? Who else was a witness to this nonsense? Because apparently, was it just Omar Epps, Marlon, and Tupac, or were there other people in the room as well? And why did Tupac feel comfortable taking his Franken beans out in front of Marlon Wayans? And why? And what made Tupac want to take his Franken beans out and put it near Omar's mouth? Another question I have. Listen, I don't know, man. This looks pretty goddamn bad to me. I'm just gonna keep it honest, okay? But hey, this is coming out of Omar Epps and goddamn Marlon Wayans' mouth. You dig? J Ray says Marlon got that scary movie deal from Harvey Weinstein. What did he do for that deal? Rabbit holes, pause. I don't know, Chin. I don't know, Chin. I have no idea. I wasn't there, so I don't know. But I'm gonna say this. This is a very nasty story, Chin. 50 Cent clearly has a 100-round drum in his arsenal, and it's working. And it's working, champ. I ain't gonna lie. This clip going viral makes people look at Tupac in a different way. By the way, you can't possibly call yourself not mook when you try to do something like this. Because honestly, if we're being real, if Omar is asleep and Tupac did this, that makes Tupac a predator to some degree, correct? Or am I reaching? Someone's gonna say the mayor's reaching. You cannot say this about Tupac Shakur, one of the most beloved figures in hip hop. Well, maybe one of the most beloved figures in hip hop was moving in a way that you didn't expect him to move, champ. Because if he did this, we just have to call it down the middle. I'm not being biased. I like some of Tupac's songs too. I like that. I'm not against Pac, man. Remember that. I am not a Pac slanderer. But if he did these things, champ, Pac looks crazy. I'ma just be honest. You can't play with your friends like this. You heard? You can't play. This is not a way to play. You heard? Scammer134 says, forced his meat on his face is SA. Word to my mother it is. That's a fact. We're not gonna act like that's not it. See, the mayor ain't biased. The mayor ain't gonna say, hey, there's no way this is true. I'm not doing that. Because this looks like it's true. I think 50 Cent knows more than we know at this point. You dig? J Ray says, damn, Will Smith, Tupac, Jada knows how to pick them. I don't know, champ. This is not looking good. It looks worse and worse. Marlon Wayans, I don't know. It's not looking good for you, champ. And this whole Tupac thing is looking nasty. I'm just gonna keep it a stack. This looks crazy, bro. What? So people are starting to say that the Pac and Diddy stuff might have some type of validity at all of a sudden. I don't know. Wasn't there? Don't know. The receipts seem to be presenting themselves. You heard? I don't like where this is going, gang, but look. I really don't like where this is going, but listen, man. I want y'all to let me know how y'all feel about this madness in the comment section. How do you feel about this, gang? Are you gonna be biased? Are you gonna act as though this may not have happened? Is Marlon Wayans a liar? Is Omar Epps pretending that Marlon Wayans is telling the truth? Is this all a sham? Is it AI? You let me know how you feel in the comment section, man. Hit the like, share the video, but I don't know, man. Things just keep getting weirder and weirder as time progresses. It's been a weird week. The week is suspect. Everything is suspect right now. People are crashing out on Mook levels. On Mook crash outs is what I'll call this. Insane. But listen, man. Hit the hype button too. Don't forget. Hit the hype. I'm gonna read one more comment. Why would anyone pretend to get meat face? That's what I want to know. Why would anyone pretend to get meat face? Yo, gang. Hit the hype button. Hit the like button. And one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. You ready, gang? It's the mayor. The one and only Radio Mayor F. Mom Donnie, and you rocking with the town favorite Showface knows it's Big Gotham. Everybody knows the town per se, body at all times, gang. I'm up out of here, y'all. Salute.